Andrew says it every year. Andrew says, this will be the best ever. The best World Conference ever. And I have to tell you, everyone here, you do not disappoint. This has been a phenomenal event, and 25 years, y'all. I'm grateful. We're both grateful.
You know, I think this is always our favorite time to come up on stage and talk to you guys because, as you know, we're in the thick of this baby thing. I mean, we got a few little ones hanging out over here. So it's so close to our heart, and this line is something that, you know, we firmly believe passionately about, and we're going through the middle of it with you guys. So, you know, when you guys come up to the booth and you talk to us about the things that you're going through, it's amazing to be able to relate with you guys. And then also bring something to the table that changes their lives and that keeps them safe and that keeps them healthy because, you know, it comes back to the basics of why we started this line. You know, as new parents, when we found out we were having a baby, there's so many things that you have to worry about as a new parent. And to be honest with you, when we were out, you know, doing our registry and shopping through the halls of, you know, big baby stores, there was just nothing that appealed to us that we felt we could trust and that was safe. So we wanted to eliminate one of the worries as a new parent and bring something that was not only effective, but that was safe and was free of a lot of the dangerous things that have been linked to cancers and, you know, triggering asthma and eczema. So we really take pride in how amazing the formulas are.
That's right. You know, people often ask us, they say, what is the difference between DNA miracles and the competition? Well, you know, I have to say that I believe it's the transparency of our brand, the transparency of this company, of this family. You know, we make our products based on our need. And you can see what DNA Miracles has done for us. And we're so very grateful for all of your miracle moments that you shared with us and have told us what our products have done for you. And most of all, I mean, it's just fun, right? It's so much fun to work alongside like-minded people who are passionate, who know their why, who are confident. You know, it's so much fun to do that. And we have so much fun. All right. Excuse me, y'all. My little guy is screaming at the top of his lungs right now. And even though we're here with 25,000 people strong, at the end of the day, this is our number one job, right? That's just kind of what it is. You want to come up here? You want to come hang out? You know, this is real, and I think this goes on to what we were talking about. It's the transparency, and it's fun. And you know what? We really didn't start having fun until we had kids. I mean, if you want to find out all about life, all you got to do is sit down and talk to a 3-year-old, and you'll see just how real life can be. We're so grateful for all of you, and we have so much to share with you. And when you guys come up to the booth, I mean, I've heard some incredible stories. I've heard a lot. One of the most incredible things, though, that I heard this convention, this World Conference.
About the past
about
convention,
well,
just recently.
Exactly. It was a year ago. A year ago, I met a woman named Marsha Toy. And Marsha Toy, where are you? Are you here? Where are you at, Marsha? Can we get Marsha on the screen? Well, we met Marsha. There she is there. Hey! Met Marsha, beautiful, pregnant, glowing from the inside. And she came up to the booth, and she had so many questions about DNA and about pregnancy. And she was
37 weeks.
37 weeks, and her and Amber had that moment, you know, when moms are talking about what are you feeling and all of those things that I don't understand because I'm a guy. But we had this beautiful moment together. It was a miracle moment. And Marsha was so excited, and I said, Marsha, you know, you have such a great energy. I would love for you. I would love for you, yes, Mom. I would love for you to come tomorrow on stage with us and participate in our miracle moment. we're going to have a bunch of parents come on, and we want to show Shop.com, Market America, and the entire organization how passionate we are. Now, the next day, we were all gathered together in the back, and I looked around and I said, well, Em, where's Marsha? And Marsha's like, I don't know, I think she's supposed to be here.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess what we learned yesterday is that right after she left us at the booth, she went to the bathroom to wash her hands, and her water broke.
This is what happened, y'all.
She left the arena to go give birth at Jackson. Well, no, was this last World Conference?
This was last World Conference. An hour after we had met, Marsha was rushed to the hospital to deliver a beautiful, healthy baby boy. And I gotta tell you, there are two amazing moments in someone's life, you know, and this kind of speaks on what JR says about the dash, but we believe that two most important moments in someone's life is the day they're born and the day that they figure out why. And I have to tell you, Amber and I, we have so many different passions and endeavors, things that we want to accomplish, but it wasn't until we started DNA Miracles that we really began to see, dear God, this is why we are here.
Amen.
This is definitely why we are here. And it's fun, like I said, it's so much fun to do this, and we've been having such a good time at the booth. The booth has been awesome. Shout out to everyone here who's won tickets, who's won merchandise. You know, you guys have put a smile on our faces. Let me just share a little bit of the moments that we've been having up at the DNA Miracles booth. Let's roll that video.
Seven beats.
Yeah. I mean, it's a party up there, you guys. And if you haven't been up to the Miracles, DNA Miracles, yes, Adrian just got bigger, as you can see. If you haven't, you want to say hi? No, it's all right. If you haven't been up to the booth, we encourage you to get up there. Come have a moment. Come play some games and learn about our products. Learn about the new innovations that we've brought to the table. Now, if you haven't noticed, the booth is a little different this year. It's more of an experience. And back at International Convention, Amber and I, after months and months and months of planning and working toward being innovative and delivering something that was not only educational and informative and fun, but at the same time, you know, spoke on so many levels as to where we're moving in this world, where we're moving with technology. I mean, this company is at the cutting edge of really every single thing imaginable when it comes to shopping. And we felt as though with DNA Miracles, you know, we could be a little bit more cutting edge when it came
Got you, babe. We fill in words.
This is why we're together. I love this. This is why it works.
Well, we're really excited about the Bundleblox.
We're really excited, yeah.
The Bundleblox have been something, you know, when you work really hard at something and you finally see it, you know, on the table. And, you know, we have a great team up there who have been demonstrating the Bundleblox, and I know you wanted them to.
Most definitely. I'd definitely like them to come out. Are you guys excited about the Bundleblox? Some of you may or may not know what Bundleblox are, but we're going to share this with you right now so that you can see exactly what it is that we've been working hard on. So these are the Bundleblox. And the reason why we chose this design You guys remember the alphabet blocks when you were a kid? The little wooden alphabet blocks? And they were so simple, yet they were so effective, and they were so necessary in building confidence and learning about shapes and colors and words. And it really was a building block to the rest of your life. So what we did was we borrowed that design. We wanted to make this something simple. We wanted to make it something that it wasn't too intimidating, but at the same time could deliver an amazing presentation as to where we are as a company, where we are in our technological advances, and where we're going to go. Now, these don't exist, people. This is not something that you can buy or other companies have used. This is the very first time that this has been created. And I'm going to show you exactly what it does. So what we did was we created an app. And this is the Miracles 360 app. Now, why we created the app was for this reason. We wanted to give people the opportunity, especially those who major in DNA, to showcase our products, but not necessarily have to have the products with them. You know, and I want this to resonate with you. Okay. It'll make sense as we go along. So what we did was we created this app using AR technology. AR technology is the next big thing to hit marketing. Because what it does, it stands for augmented reality. We believe in creating an experience rather than just giving you information. So check this out. As you can see here, we've got the Miracles 360 app, and we're going to open it up. Now this is going to take me to a home screen after it's done loading and give me a bunch of tabs that give me different criteria as to what I can do, whether I can showcase and go straight to the product or I can visit the shop.com site. But the one thing that I really want you to understand is it's bilingual. The entire app is translated in Mandarin as well. And why we did that was because we wanted to make sure that even though our products may or may not necessarily be in those countries yet, you shouldn't have to have the opportunity to not showcase DNA Miracles the way it's supposed to be. We've grown so far since the very first 4 products. And now, we go next and we hit Bundleblox. So now we're going to choose, this is a complete library, a digital library of every single product that we make. And I'm going to choose 15 products right now that best apply to someone who has kids or someone who these products can benefit. I'm going to hit next. And this is going to take you to the home screen. Now, come with me. We're going to go over to Bundleblox. We're going to grab them. Now, if you meet somebody and you say, listen, I know this new company, it's called DNA. You look like you're having a baby. I know some products that would really, really benefit you. Here, let me show you what they do. You grab the Bundleblox, you grab the app, you give them your phone, and you let them have fun with it. And here is every single product that we make on a Bundleblox in a 3D rendering. And if you need information on it, you hit next and you're taken to information. And if you want to buy it, you click the shopping cart and you're taken right to shop.com. Now, to put it all into perspective, I held up this product and no one said anything. But when I showed you the same product in the Bundleblox, everyone cheered. It's about the experience. Some people only get one shot to show someone why something works. Not everyone is the best salesperson. I mean, I'm sorry to say, we all come here to learn and to be inspired and to find new techniques, but a lot of us who leave here don't put those plans into action. And the cost of that could be negative results when you show people the plan, when you show people products. And we didn't want that to happen. We wanted to give everybody a fair opportunity with delivering these products, delivering this brand, and the future of this company in marketing with something that was revolutionary and cutting edge. I mean, everybody who plays with Bundleblox and has a good time, they always say, oh my God, what's next? Woo. So, I know I've explained it to you, and like JR says, it's all about duplication. Once you explain something, you have to pass on the knowledge and make sure that other people can adapt to it so that they can show someone else and show someone else. So I'm going to bring two of our team members out. Noah and Kendra,
Yes.
Make some noise for them, please.
Got the crew.
Noah, so tell me, what have you been thinking about World Conference so far?
It's been amazing. The experience is, I can't even describe it. The people are just so energized, and
The
energy
passion.
at the booth, wow. She's been killing at the wheel.
Kendra, what have you been thinking about so far?
Well, this is my first, and I'm loving it. It's so inspiring, the energy, all of these smiling faces, and I see so many beautiful entrepreneurs here. It's amazing. It's the best.
Awesome, awesome. Now, tell me, I want to do a little segment where you're going to showcase Bundleblox for the very first time, okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, now you've played with the Bundleblox, you've learned the education of it, you see how it's used, put it into action.
你好，妹妹。
啊，你好，李诺，
好久不见。
好久不见啊！
你最近怎么样？
啊，我刚怀孕了。
哦，恭喜恭喜！
啊，谢谢，我很高兴。
我有一个品牌我要推荐，叫 DNA Miracles。
OK。
对你的小朋友非常好，非常安全。
我要看，我看。
等一下，是一个 APP 的。Here we go。
It's okay, it's okay,
所以
it's okay.
你选择你的最喜欢的产品，
这个产品
有15个。
15个，
真的有？
太多了。
没有。所以你选择这个，然后你给他看。
那啊，怎么样？产品在哪里？
是 AR 机器，
不是啊。
真的。
真的吗？我很喜欢，很酷啊。
真的。
Market America, 加油！
加油
Woo!
美艳加油
Thank you,
They
guys.
blow me away every time.
Make some noise for them, you guys.
Woo!
And see, that's what it's about. Having fun with it, bridging the gap, and showing where we're moving. This is the future, you guys. And we're so excited to be bringing Bundleblox to you. We're so excited to be bringing people together and showing it in a bold new way.
So,
But one of the most important things, besides our products and besides the passion that goes into it, and the
think it's the
incredible
most
executive
important
team
reason.
who help us develop these, it's the why, right?
it's what fuels everything.
You've got to know your why. We got a chance to sit with some amazing parents
And their children.
and their children at International Convention who shared that passion.
The
It's ho-
inspiration that no matter what they're going through, no matter what obstacles may prevent them from getting to this event, they're here. And you know, it's not easy sitting in this crowd with a 5-month-old baby that you're nursing or, you know, a child that may have disabilities, but they made it here. You know, and they're here, and we have a little video that we used last convention that we want to replay just to, you know, remind us of that purpose and why we're here.
Is everything, and that's why I'm here. Excuse me.
I look up to my mother and father, who discovered Market America way back in 1996.
I came into this business in my 40s.
I have been in the business for a year and a half. And I actually only joined about 2 weeks ago.
As a mother and entrepreneur, I want my kids to also learn the business.
If I have all the money, I make the beautiful house for my family, and I put for my kid in good school.
Being able to stay home with my children, give them things that they ask for, and not have to struggle financially.
At the time, I was a single parent. They, wiped us all out, all the management, and started from scratch. And so that really hurt my ego. And I took another job. And 18 months later, they were bought out, and I was laid off again. And honestly, I get to stay home with him now, and I didn't get to do that with my first child. I was a single parent with her. She's almost 18 years old. I missed a lot working in corporate America. Really very hopeful about what the future looks like because of, what we have here.
It's Market America family. It's what we do.
My why is for them to really look at it not as today, but tomorrow they can have a bigger future.
My why is 100% my family. This William is my why.
Being here for anniversary to me means a whole lot. The 25 years from now, it's about them, not about me, it's going to be about them.
How amazing are they? So good, right? Well, I want to share some with you guys. Prior to having kids, I was working on a fashion project that I was very passionate about. But once we became parents, a part of me was dealing with the demands of being a new mom and also with the thoughts and the pressure of rushing back to pick up the pieces where I left off. We all go through it. It's a transition after becoming a new mom. And after many nights of 3 a.m. baby feedings and blank stares at the ceiling, I realized that what I really wanted in my life and what I really needed in my life was to be able to give our children more of my time. Not just my physical time, but emotional time. I needed to be more present and I needed to be less reactive because all of you know when we tend to get stressed out and a little bit overwhelmed with things or different pressures in our life, we're so easy to react upon things that aren't necessarily so much of a problem. And, I think it just came down to the fact that I wanted to be at the crossroads of our children's lives and not just at the sideline waving here and there. And I remember going through a rough phase, probably when Ava was about 3 or 4 months old. It was 3 or 4 months after I gave birth. And she was very fussy, and she was having a lot of stomach issues. After all, we had a 1.5-year-old and a 3-month-old. Things were hectic. And I was having trouble finding the balance in my life. And I was dealing with the guilt of giving everyone enough attention and also trying to make plans and goals for things that I wanted in my life and in my marriage. So somehow I thought that everything would just magically fall into place or sort itself out. But how many of us know that life doesn't always go as planned or as we hope, right? So I can't remember what was exactly going on that day, but it must have been a rough day. We were home in New York, and my dad had sent me an envelope to my apartment in New York City, and he had written me a really sweet message. And he had also inserted an excerpt from a book written by, I'm not sure if any of you guys have ever read it, but it was a piece printed out from this book written by Nicole Johnson, which was called The Invisible Woman, When Only God Sees. Now, it's too long to read on stage, so I'm just going to read, give you the gist of it and read you a few things. But basically, it spoke about a mother who was also feeling invisible. And I think that, anyone who's a mom or a caretaker of children can all relate that some days we're just a pair of hands or a crystal ball to ask, where is my laptop? Or, a car to order to pick us up at 3, or Mom, what channel is this channel? Where it doesn't matter if we're in the shower or sleeping on the couch, we just become a set of hands to do things. And she talks about how she was confused when a friend brought her back a gift from a trip overseas. She was abroad, and she brought her back a book about the great cathedrals of Europe. And she wasn't sure at the moment why she had given her this book, but after, devouring the book and reading the inscription that her friend wrote inside the book, which said, "With admiration for the greatness of what you are building when no one else sees." So she discovered 4 life-changing truths that she could then pattern her work. 1, no one can say who built these great cathedrals. We have no record of their names. 2, these builders gave their whole lives for something they would never see finished. 3, they made great sacrifices and expected no credit. And 4, the passion of their building was fueled by the faith that the eyes of God saw everything. So she talks about the importance of keeping the right perspective as a great builder. As one of the people who will show up to a job every day that they might never see finished, to work on something that their names would never be on. And she went on to say that the writer mentioned something in the book, how that there would never be any new cathedrals that would ever be built in our lifetime because there are so few people in this lifetime, this generation, that are willing to sacrifice to that degree. So she finishes the excerpt from the book by saying, "As mothers, we are building great cathedrals. We cannot be seen if we're doing it right, and one day it is very possible that the world will marvel not only at what we have built, but at the beauty that has been added to the world by the sacrifices of invisible mothers." So I had found my why. My why is what I'm building in the walls of my own home. And I think we can both testify to this, that we're both grateful for a company and for a business that allows us to support our family while being able to physically be there and to be present for them. Can anyone else relate? And crazy enough, this story somehow reminds me of this company. Because in a way, I see this company as the invisible business. You all put a lot of hard work into this, into building this, and you don't always see the results right away. But if you keep pushing through, you will see those results in the end. It just takes that sacrifice that a lot of people in this day and age are not willing to sacrifice. Just remember, all of you guys are building great cathedrals, and you can't see right now what it will become. So I encourage you that if any of you are hanging on by a thread to a job, if you're battling with the guilt or the decision or the juggle, the simple juggle of whether you're a mom or a dad, whatever your occupation may be, whatever that juggle is that's tearing you from home, this company has given us an opportunity. It's given us an opportunity to reach our goals, to build our dreams, and most importantly for us was to be with our family. Our dear friend, Pastor Rich Wilkerson, who just gave birth to his newborn baby a few days ago, we were there at church, and he said something that stuck with me last week, and he said that our jobs have a mission statement, but we have no mission statement for our lives. So good, right? Don't let that job that's holding you on by a string be the mission statement of your life. Find your why. Duane said the most important time in your life is when you're born and when you find the reason why you're born. Find your why and let it motivate you, because that is what matters. That is the purpose. Don't lose sight of that. We love you. This is why we're here. You guys fuel us. You give us the drive, the motivation to go forward. We love you. We can't wait to see the rest that comes this year. We truly believe the best is yet to come.